Alright then. Salutations everyone. It feels to be good. Well everyone, I don't feel like repeating the same properties line. Hold on a minute. Alright, who's here? Who's here, chat? Who's here, chat? Who's here? I'm assuming we just started early. Wait. Does it recognize? Oh yeah, we started early. So yeah. I just need enough number of people to come. Right. The thing is, before we start this video, oh yeah, I just realized this is a live stream. Before we start this live stream, I've come to realization. As you guys know, I created a new server, a temporary one, if I want to call that the way. Either way, now since I arrived to new place, I'll use this opportunity to stay. Whoever is here, say hello. Now, as I was saying, I wanted to create this live stream because it is important. And coming unprepared would be unwise decision to do. Now, read this in description. You can read everything that I stated, the rewrite of Metal Game, and some surrounding stuff. And that's why I decided to spare this time. I got several of the information, and now here we go. Whoever comes, comes. But who doesn't come, you can always rewatch the stream. So, like I said, from 2-3 days experience, I have been informed about changing new home. Opa! Like I said, I was told by the householder owner about moving in new place because he is gifting the home. I had a partner where in the same job we work. Both of us had to move. And yeah, 3 days. And that's how many days we got. 3 days. And then, man, I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Anyway, back to the point. I've been told that moving in new place would depend on how long will it be. So this brought some questions. In real life, crypto, if you want to call that the way. But the issue is, I have to work staying up to past 6 a.m., which is the 6 in the morning. And then you wait a bus, and then you arrive to work since past 7. Takes you like 15 minutes to arrive, so easy. But it doesn't seem to appear that way. Today was a hard day. Sure, I can be set for yesterday. Good one. All right, so is anyone here? All right. Now back to the point. I received a message from the research team about the surrounding accusations. Yes, Spooky, I'm here. Well, welcome. Not to mention, I have been in contact. Fourth of, hold on, was it February? Let me check the message. Opa, desi kamikazo. Dobrodošao. Ovo je vrlo bitan stream, tako da... Okay. On February of 11, I had a contact with Pico Digital Studios, the guy who I exposed. On the contrary, being retro. Of course, like every person does. Always attention seeks. Normally, Pico didn't do such a thing. And we both decided to come to a conclusion. Like, on February 11, we had an agreement on resolving the issue. Of course, the argument. The pedophilia accusations that were falsely made on my account. Well, some people don't know that I have puberty at very young ages. And he found that as excuse, which is honestly autistic way of offensive. As I was diagnosed with autism since childhood, even though with puberty, I emotionally cannot control my own behavior. And so his own accusations on pedophilia were not even mentioned. His own target was, what is the thing about growing up? Well, yeah, puberty and autism, like, I've been told they're different things, but I don't know. I don't know because I am not educated as much as I was before. But such an excuse or reason seems silly. Indeed, but what I'm trying to prove here is neither of these things. Puberty is what I have, along with autism. The problem is, the Golden Archives reminded Peko to remove the claim on Aurora's racism when I exposed her. If you remember the video that I made, there's a clear screenshot. And so they told me to remind him to remove the claim. But it took L and refused to do so. Why? Well, that's not my answer, because I am not Pico. I tried all the ways to reason with him. Expect me not to reply that immediately. Anyway, back to the point. Pico has been asked about the harassment on that one peep, and he himself confirms that he did not do it. Good, like, you can see the screenshot. How come that he confirmed it yourself? That's not reasonable. Now, the most causing issue is the sporting animal abuser, because seems to not be respecting the boundaries. That's how the boundaries work. And I meant no harsh on him. Like, when someone tells you that you literally did that, you can always reason with it. But such no excuses can be made. So, because Bitcoin is turning to be way disrespectful in a way of, I don't know how to even name. I shall read every Discord. Oh wait, that's not Discord. DeviantArt conversation with Pico himself. I will start reading all from the beginning. And then, once I finish reading, you're gonna risk. Wait, hold on. Hold on. But just before I got blocked from DeviantArt, I trust you have any questions before I start reading. Any questions? Any questions? Ask any questions you got. All right. We can just wait a few minutes. Let's just grant some people a chance to ask anything before I begin reading, because whatever I even wrote, there we are. The beginning of the message says, on the February 11th, let me remind, long time ago, then he replied, pay attention. I swear to God, this isn't some arc. If it's about your actions. Like, was I even honest with his own ass that literally washes his own game? Literally washes his game on the review. Anyway, and then tomorrow, The Golden Archives isn't an alternative account. You were too aware on 2022 incident, so you can simply do what the empathy person does have. Literally, the Golden Archives exists on 2022, exposing one big. I made several things right with the people. From the claims he made, of course, he just doesn't listen. When someone literally stops his mind and then tells him, "Hey, buddy, do you not realize that you have to give a chance to this person change from the good?" Well, even though you're autistic, it doesn't change the fact that you're literally supporting a man-child predator. And that's what I had discussion later today. All right, I feel the Phantom Saga Plus review on You Saw the Exit review, of course, has been taken down. Said callouts of which did not have valid proof against me. Well, can we not mention that you literally harassed that one paper, an innocent sprite animated creator? Then, I asked him, but there's something we need. Are not clearly educated. And they haven't watched a follow-up video. You think he's going to back you up after the stance you pulled you? You guys know that I have reunited with Olivia, but Deco was uneducated. Even then, you've still almost driven. Like, individually, I haven't harassed anyone before or really. And then I told them, "Oh, you mean my man?" And then you again decided to use my own fan base. And if I was not gonna spell them off about it, then I have. Yeah, did we have it? I'd say politics and look at him say, not everyone. And that's true. I agree. Not everyone. No matter if you go to redeem yourself. And then he made a bigger. I get you insisting on wanting to change for the better. But and then he literally wrote a promise. He wanted me to promise. Let me just wait. Here is what it says. I've got enough. Funniest thing I literally could watch. Look, actual proof is necessary to back up such claims. If I was gonna say, if I was gonna refuse him, he doesn't know the full story, and that's the problem. Mm. This pie sure looks great. As much as I love to eat it. Right, where was I? Right. This one feels a little bit off. I am doing this to protect everyone in my community, and are you expecting me to people just get out from the claim and then say, oh, yeah, you wait, I just realized something. I'm innocent. That's what would most people say. That's what most of people would say. Because if you leave them with no exposure, you know, guard them well, they will try to defend themselves. They'll try to defend themselves. and genuinely take no care, no empathy. No empathy. No empathy. Not to be offense, but it happens. But it happens. But it happens to most of us. Most of us people have life. Do you really think that you would like if someone went about agreed? Honesty is the best privacy. There's nothing I could place against him. No, I'm just debunking everything he said from the conversations. I'll just be going over the conversations, and yeah, it's fine. You need to keep your word. The latest development of Metal game. Of course, the third place has won. I mean, almost. No times about it. Actually, open credit to everybody involved. That got upgraded, and then he wants to cut size. Good. And then I made a promise of things will get worse if I read the messages from today. They advised me to make a live stream to apologize and explain my side of. mentioned my server that was a fourth anniversary headliner, I decided to switch to a new one. So everybody has been moving. Everyone who is in the server is moving to a new server. Yeah. And then in his video, developer of Sonic FBX, which he did won the third place. Do you even realize that he literally used the color system music in FBX? Reputation has been out of the shovels. He has been tricked, and that's what everyone has been trying to tell him a lot of times. Then, are you seriously this stupid to think people aren't aware of your acts? Who was a part of the research team? He had seen the screenshots of Pico, and then he decided to say, MF harass. MF was the one harass. Was a victim of Sakura. Continuing on, are you aware the stupid to think people are involved gold codex into this? He doesn't want to explain why he harassed them on peep. Hypocrisy coming from him, as you can see. I don't think I'm stupid. All I've seen was look, just pay attention. It's my choice whenever I want. And that's the evidence of being RetroPixel supporter. That's the evidence. Pin it down. It was Light Jupiter who told me about the awareness. Then I'll ask you not to interfere about Sakura, and then we are clear. Because of raw That's an L for you. I get the truth before you plan to expose. So that's right. I get the truth before the victims. Out of spite, that's your fault. Are you sure what you're claiming? Define, dislike, or controversial insult? We have a debunk to make. Instead of going, it stops. If I really supported animal abuse, then I would have stayed. I'm responding to his question. As it says, Penobra and Rust disrespected my boundaries with trust issues. If I arrest someone falsely, then I wouldn't done have a proof. Condone yourself. I already have a proof. So the question is, do you even follow? It isn't a lie. And this has to do with me why you asked the and then the conversation ends. Then I told again. And calm down, pig. If I'm being honest to you, why could you be? And that's where he blocked. Where the hypocrisy came from. Where's the hypocrisy, buddy? Where's the hypocrisy? Yep. And then I had a conversation with the group about the entire thing. It doesn't explain one thing, by the then I gave him right to call me that. Oh well, that explains his hypocrisy. Sole purpose. When I say sole purpose, then you know it means the single purpose. When he chooses to be honest, buy some time for yourself. That's where I literally debunked, because how do you even call it? I don't know. I don't know how do you even call it. Hold on. I don't know how do you even call it. Abusement discussion. I tried to debunk everything I could get from the insulting conversation. The insulting conversation. Hold on a minute. So yeah, that's where I end debunking Pecco's hypocrisy on me. This was a hypocrisy coming from him, to be honest. And that's why my team members of research team were involved, because of his hypocrisy. So yeah, that does it here. So now I will get to the point of the 2022 incident. Well, around on May or April, her boyfriend, EX, has broke up with her because of parental issues and just had a lot of reasons. Not to mention harassment, abusement. He has gone through a lot and he couldn't take a risk. And so he had to do it. And then I was informed about their breakup by Sakura alone. And then when someone told Miko about Sakura, he initiated. By what, you ask? Well, of course, like every person does. Not gonna name. In any way, when I told him about Sakura doing bad stuff, thinking suicide of 11-year-old Pinky Mellow, then harassing Jelly Donuts from a FNF fandom wiki, Jelly donuts. Write it up. Jelly donuts. Sakura harassed several people, such as Jelly Donuts, Dreaming Seal. I have a name of people who she harassed. All possible that she did all of that stuff. And I can defend myself no matter what you try to say. No matter what you try to say, it's all the truth. And I cannot buy the guaranteed from you. Another minute, please. All right, now I'm back. Sorry if I had to wait you for a little bit. Now, let's get to the point. I know people might be watching this live stream because usually he might be knowing. He may know that I will say the truth right now. Anyway, Sakura has been known to be problematic in other occupations, especially when I mentioned harassing Jelly Donuts, Dreaming Still. I have the names of people. And I have in her own staff in February 2022. February 2022. And I have a full confirmation. If you want me to ask that, then I fully confirm I was her staff. Or if it was not in February, then I was probably on March or April, before their breakup. However, their breakup happened on May 2022. All what I'm saying right now is the 2022. Before anyone comes to me and say, yo, Turbo, what happened on 2022 incident? That's why I'm using this chance to talk right now. Miko and I have been friends, as you know. But what you don't know is that he had a friend defended when the document was released. Truthfully known, the document was out on August, and this was literally reminding him. And he has been given a chance to take a current action. Like he mentions me about me on Melville's. Why can't we mention about him supporting RetroPixel 1 to 7, a battle support, which is linked through a document? But RetroPixel Association isn't mine, but it is one of my greater friends, whom I fully support. Then, and then Miko got mad because RetroPixel got exposed. That's complete hypocrisy. Where's the hypocrisy, buddy? Where's the hypocrisy? Anyway, I wanted to share a moment to explain the truth. I was a Sakura's staff. When I mean staff, I mean admin, mod, name that way. Unsurprisingly, what I have found was witness something I even had to blame myself. And that was literally full server of underage users. Are you trying to turn your server? Are you trying? into a physical playroom. Physical playroom. It isn't your own school. It isn't your student's hub. If a server was made named that way, then you should break the restrictions of for binding underage users. You call that way. Anyway, Sakura refused to take my own requests, such as restricting underage users, The problem is, she had them friended. You heard me? Under 13, friended. Okay, then. I can go hard if you want. Alright, then, if that's what you want, then I will do. Then I will do it. To end this mockery and explain the truth. That is what I'm going to do. And the hypocrisy from Beko, Sakura, and namely several individuals who are problematic, ending their hypocrisy. And if I end their hypocrisy, they will be the ones doing the mistake. Anyway, get to the point. Sakura was 18, 19 years old on 2032. And I was 16. I was 16 years old. 16 years old. Pay attention. I was 16 years old on 2022. Wait. 3 years. That was 3 years back then. Or was I 15 or 16? I remember I was between them. Okay, then. And so Sakura always wanted to have my help. We used it to be great. And I'm just going to talk about this because this has to end. End the hypocrisy and know the truth. And just to be very aware, this happened on my main account. Now, without being said, I shall explain. Sakura and I have been great friends. And yeah, she told me about her boyfriend, which is Green Monster Jess. Which, if you go back, Green Monster Jess was a composer of the horror system and developer of FBX illegally took it, which led to several people have a copyright claim. And I had a word with the composer. And he said that he's uncomfortable having the heiress around, as he's known to be causing a lot of bad stuff. Right. And then Sakura engaged, feeling weird. She had her server, she had her band, Rand. I firstly joined, which was fun because she needed someone to help her out in the server. What is worst is that she had underage users in the server, which I restricted. And I was the one who refused. Why? Because it had underage users and I did not wish to engage in contact. But guess what? She did the opposite. It's not me to claim a lie. It's not me to claim it's a lie. Or commonly say, well, hey, Tama, whatever you said, this doesn't fit with, name it. The problem is, Sakura never admitted of creating a high havoc on the 7. When everyone confronted her because of starting the argument, she never had a way to resolve the conflict. Commonly with the Bonnie, the Queen, which we will get to that after. Her first person on my eyes, on my own eyes, who I had, was none other than Dreaming Seal. He was arrested by Sakura because, well, emotionally, trauma dumping and attention seeking. When I talked to that guy, he told me that he was trying to reason with her, and then she involves her own underage friends out of her own situation. And she never took a listen. Man, I really love this pie. Interesting taste. Anyway, I was the admin of the 7. And at that time, I was a moderator who, number 1, created channels. Number 2, created roles. 3, organized bots. And 4, the most important one, security. Name those 4 things, and later, when you find something suspicious, then you can report it here. On the contrary, when I helped her with those 4 things, the Queen, but the name was too long that even YouTube's algorithm won't allow. Bonnie the Queen was confirmed to be minor. Yup, minor. And I had the information told, as I did not engage in harassment. Now, there are possible what-ifs, alternatives. If I engaged harassing Pinky Miller, who was 11-year-old, it would explicitly confirm that I engaged in harassing the minor on March 2022. February, March, I don't know, but I know that for sure. That person, Bonnie the Queen, has spreading the awareness about Sakura over her, I don't want to even say that this time, but Sakura was finding that unpleasant, and she sent every person, including her underage users, go after them. Which easy to be said, stalking. Later, they revealed to be minor, 11 years old. You heard me correct. I have all the evidence, but the evidence is gone because of factory reset. My phone has gone through the factory reset, so several screenshots were able to be restored. Continuing on, Sakura found out that Bonnie was a minor, and then regretting all what she did. Oh my God, she was a minor. Oh, bad than I was. And then she literally cried on my direct messages saying that the person who you literally harassed, who you called the drama queen, was a fucking minor. Congratulations. You were almost close to lose my trust. And then, wait. Yeah, this happened during their breakup with Green Monster just because he didn't want her. And yeah, I was testing Sakura if she was really want to listen. And that's what this happened. I tested her alone. But Pinky Mellow reached out to me weeks later after Sakura vented to people about her suicide. I'm talking about Pinky's suicide. Sakura was the one to be blamed about it. And then Pinky Mellow told me that parents took their phone, which is one understandable reason. But the second one, which I had to be silent, having Sakura's reputation fall down. That's right, and I knew that she wanted that because Pinky was not easily going to forgive her because of harassment. And then because Digital Studios, look, all my talked on the first timestamp, I have told them that Sakura has been going too far and the action had to be taken. Instead of creating that direct stuff in Void of Darkness, which is no longer my game, you know that already. That idea hasn't become public. If it was to become public, then I wouldn't be to be blamed. Meanwhile, Sakura tried to harass Freevolt, who is on my server. And yeah, Sakura bluffed. She bluffed about she herself bluffed. I'm talking about Sakura herself. She bluffed about being friends with the Jelly Donuts. She bluffed and constantly harassed them both. After Revolt and the Jelly Donuts has been banned from the FNF fandom wiki, which of course Sakura claims to be a owner. No, it's a fan wiki page. Hello, it's a fan wiki. You have no permission to control it, after all. Jelly Donuts has been known to, like, I was told by sources that he has got banned because of hating Furies? Hating Furies. Weird reason. Very weird reason. And where's the evidence that he harassed you? Hold on a minute, chat. I'll be right back. All right. Unfortunately, I've got no more time. Like, I've got several minutes. So before I end this stream, because it was really, really important. It's better to be told right now before it's too late. So, where was I? Oh yeah, right. Sakura literally harassed Jelly Donuts over hating Furies, which was an awkward reason. And I found it weird. Like, someone to be harassed because someone hating Furies. Is that even a stupid reason to validate your claim? Very stupid, to be honest. And of course, because sport action. When I literally told him to know what she has done, he was like, Let her be. Okay, I give him a chance to listen to his own compromise on letting Sakura alone. But what doesn't sunk down is Sakura thinking about harassing me. I was the main victim. And out of 6 or 7 victims who Sakura harassed, I was the last one. And there goes the story where Sakura decided to create an alternative account. Because me and Skeleton Guy slash Roy found the truth that Sakura has tried to create a server console. Server console, to explain it more wisely, it's like a private group chat where you organize the idea, where you get to consult with the staff, with moderators. I was a co-owner back then because Sakura was kept promoting me for no reason, and I wasn't really grateful. I was not grateful for promotion. Later on, Sakura suggested to allow underage users back in the server. Are you fucking serious? You can get disabled for that. You can get even your server deleted for that. And of course, I initiated banning every underage user. Even Roy had to do the same. Hello, TurboTH. What's up? We are in important discussion, so pay attention, please. And then, Sakura was pissed off, and she spoke no words. Later on the situation where it all started, Roy was the first victim. Roy was the first victim of who Sakura inflicted. Roy was the 5th victim. Okay, let's go. We got Free Volt, Dreaming Still, Jelly Donuts, Green Monster Jess, Roy, and me. 6 out of 7 victims. I was the last one. And then she engaged saying to Roy that some bad stuff. And then later on, that same alternative account reached out to me and then say, "Oh, I'm a friend of Roy's." I even asked him if this is true. And since there were no replies from him, stopping Sakura was the option. And of course, this led to Sakura, of course, spy the 7. Spy my own team and spy the 7. And then she got the information on her own and then told to Mix and Molly 1, on which, the long story. She tried to take me down on Twitter, but she failed. Because, as you already know, the politics on Twitter are just with misinformations. That same can either be on Blue Sky if it happens sometime. But let me tell you something. If it happens on Blue Sky, hey, hopefully I'm not too late for the stream. Well, thanks to the tuning in, you can always rewind. You can always rewind back to read the truth. On 2022 incident, TLDL, TL, too long, didn't read. Sakura tricked the audience 3 years ago. From harassing 6 out of 7 people. Then, not properly taking criticism for the server, which I was the one suggested for binding underage users to the server. Faking suicide of 11-year-old Pinky Mellow. And now creating a victim account to play themselves as a minor. Of course, Roy was a victim, a 6th one, or a 5th or a 6th. And then I was the last one. And that's where the contact between me and her has arisen in the alternative account. She threatened me that she's planning to expose me for pedophilia. because MSA World was unnoticeably a minor. Unnoticeably. Like I said, I too was a minor, and I did not know what pedophilia or any pedophile meant. If I knew what pedophilia meant back in 2021 and post 2022 on March, this wouldn't play out. And so Sakura pulled up her move and used you all as a slave. I don't think so if you can reveal Toy short PC port, like, because even though it's a short project, I won't. I don't want to pressure you. I don't pressure you into reviewing your project. But I have some updates about the EX reviews. We'll get to that later. Anyway, Sakura tricked Pico on false accusations. When Pico literally knew about me alone. And then in October 2022, we would have cut ties and never spoke again. And the Guanacans reached out to Pico and reminded him to stop believing Sakura a lot of times. And out of desk, Pico knew to have. He respected his own friends. But people who were Sakura's influences, I don't want to talk. And then, to get reached, he posted 4 parts on me. Like, TurboTH Controversy 1, TurboTH Controversy 2, Controversy 3, Controversy 4. But Controversy 4 and 3 are past invaders. Past invaders. Now, you might wonder, what does past invaders mean? Invasion of privacy over the past, if you want to call it that way. I will describe it in words. Past invader means when somebody invades your own past without having a permission to have a public talk about it. And that's 2 of them what they have done. And honestly, my life has mentally changed because of those false accusations. And speaking of those false accusations, I had to move the original DRM-S3 server to current one. But the current one won't be linked if you aren't on my Discord server, but you can get to see it on the community post. However, as much as I'm trying to defend myself, the research team and I will be working on all the ways to resolve the arc of working the issue to resolve the issue. We'll try to find anything and bring the peace. And with that being said, that also has to include people who were believing false beliefs on me. And those people who say these things, I can even ban you or have my team to do this. The only person who knows the truth are the people who were involved in 2022/Sakura incident. 6 out of 7 people harassed, taking suicide. I don't want to repeat myself. So yeah, Sakura did all of that for attention. And that's where I proved all what I got. Sakura tricked you for attention. And whoever posted the video saying, "Oh, wait, Turbo is a pedophile? What? Look, Turbo is a fucking pedophile. I wouldn't even notice that sign." Well, if you see that sign, you would tell, or you would simply know, they are Sakura's influencer. Because they support what Sakura did. What Sakura did was innocence. What makes her innocent? But, no. I had shaked my own head and said, no, it's wrong. You people don't understand what Sakura has done. And whatever I'm doing, It will be that way. If you don't like that way, you can just unvolve yourself out. And that's why I won't tolerate false information against me. If there's something important, I can every time talk and explain how Sakura tricked you all. She faked suicide. Just rewind back and you'll see. So now with that being said, the 2022 and Pico's situations, both of them being talked about, I should cautiously remind you about people who are Sakura's influencers. If you see them saying something like Tabu's a pedophile, blah 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 blah, I can tell if the person is a Sakura supporter or just a person with attention seeking. Attention seekers or Sakura supporters. Two of those things, like I said. And then once we get the full information, we can work on the issue, contacting them, and the rest. Now on to the rewrite version of Metal game. You guys know that I am developing the game, but I want to make it absurd better. I want to make it better. And that's why this rewrite exists. Like you usually get to see Metal, Sonic, and Tails level, both of them in the original game. Yeah, you got those 3 levels playable, originally on December. It got 4th place, which teased us with the Knuckles then. And I decided to rewrite the game since on March 2024. And this idea literally disappeared and has become a thing since August 2024 when I passed the exam. When I passed the exams for the state exams for finishing the high school, which I currently am in work, the house I found today looks good, but the issue is the duration because you have to go absurd, going far from work to here, and this will be going onward months. This will only go 4 months. Anyway, the next rewrite version will not be coming on March. It will not be coming on March. I have not played either Horn Distortion or Rewrite, but plan to play them both. Well, best way to just wait until a public Tails demo is ready. I can attach a demo of full Tails demo teaser, but it all depends on team members. They won't see it. And the Knuckles Oblivion level will have to be removed in the next build. It will be removed because it's planning to get a rework. The ones that I tried to make was a remake of the old, and this was a teaser of how the game would look in the future. So like I said, the Oblivion level for Knuckles will probably be removed, but you will get a replacement. You might get a replacement, which for your information, I cannot share it just yet. Now, there will be several changes to the levels, and the main change will, of course, trigger Abrahamics the Hedgehog. I'm sure he's watching right now. Abrahamics Hedgehog, this update will trigger you. The update will be Wildwood Zone Act 1. Yep, only boss fight, that's all. boss fight only be balanced, the boss fight will only be balanced, and that will be all. I can just only tell the balance changes for a Rewrite 2.0. Sonic's levels will. There is a way to survive if you want to know. With the new feature mechanic called Sacrifice. Now, this is the part I have enough time to share. How this mechanic works. Sacrifice works when Sonic dies in main route. Well, then you cannot play Act 2 of Wildwood. It immediately skip. It literally bypasses and goes Act 3. No Act 2. But if you go to the secret after completing Night Hill Act 1 with Sonic, Sonic will survive, leaving Tails be next. And for that short period of time, Sonic is alive. And on the Act 2, things will get tense. And yep, you can get the immediate access to Act 3 and then Wooden Wood Zone. Yep, Wooden Wood, the alternative route level for Tails. Is Wooden Wood that had fire that literally reduced your flying. That level is finally the main one. So there's a lot of spoilers. You should play it yourself. Hi Turbo. Hi Randy Unique Hedgehog. I just want to imitate. Anyway, balance changes for version 2.0 goes by the following. Radiation ruins level, aka biohazard base. The level position has been fixed. Boss fight for Wildwood Zone Act 1 will be balanced. Then, Oblivion level may probably removed. But if it does not get removed, be happy that you will be able to just play one more build before the official Knuckles reveal. How's your day doing? Good. I just found a new house and there I am. Alright, 10 more minutes left. I will just make this quick before I end the stream. Sonic's levels are balanced. New mechanics Sacrifice. You just have to find a secret level and get the time stone. When you get the time stone, then you survived. And all until the Wildwood Zone Act 2. And then the fun begins. And then, when you finish Tails' route, and when he dies, Sonic is also counted to be dead. Why? Sacrifice mechanic. You can survive as Sonic for the next. And then you will get the interaction. And when a character dies, then you will stay for a few routes alive until you also come to him. And then Knuckles demo. Then Knuckles. Knuckles is playable. Question: what inspired you to make the Biosonic application? You mean apparition? If you mean the Chron Distortion, the Analog Core series of the Green Knight. Yeah, like the Analog Core series of Warrior Apparition inspired me to create a like it's both, well, that way. I created the Rewrite, which inspired me in different story. But Chron Distortion was Green Knight series. Let's not get too confused. Anyway, when Sonic dies in main route without getting time stone, then Tails will not be accessing the Act 2. So yeah, that's how it works. Skipping one level. If you don't get the time stone, Tails will skip Act 2. Seba, are you sure you will add multiple endings in a future update? For now, I only plan the main route update, because the main routes have to be completed. So for now, you will get the future backstory of the perfect metal. The perfect metal. I can reveal that Metal Sonic takes on 3 forms. He has his normal, current form, then the Kai form from Knuckles Chaotix, and the last one being the perfect form. And making my own rewrite of Psychedelic creation, The Lost This Drive. I understand your grammar, but I think that you're not from England. Your English isn't Maine. Anyway, Perfect Metal is the official name for Perfect Metal or the Infectious Metal, the Affected Metal. The Affected Metal or the Perfect Metal. One of those two names can work out for you. So the story, as you don't know, an asteroid crashed on Stardust Speedway that had a parasite inside. And so the parasite basically unleashed himself out and made his own escape. But that parasite was indeed similar to Venom 3 The Last Dance. I actually watched the Venom Vicarious from all Venom movies, and I know well how the plot goes. And so the evil entity takes on Metal Sonic because Metal was perfect and he needed a body to stay for a time being. I actually put X in the X-ration Project Zero Mortal. I'm sorry. Anyway, the perfect metal has a Kai form. If you have seen the Metal Sonic boss fight, then you would have seen how hard he would get. And there's also a cool fact. If you cannot die in this fight. You can't die in this fight. You can't die. You can't. So yeah, and then you will get the best level before Tails dies. Several levels will be adjusted to make sure the game works well. And many Easter eggs will be added. Yes, that's right. Many Easter eggs will be in the game. So yeah, now I'm leaving to explain. Just for one last thing before I end the live stream. The server will be linked when the official server is complete. If you haven't seen any tip for Click the Beginners, if you wish to have your game for EXE reviews, I only recommend watching tutorials. But you should watch the video regarding the Luigi Kid EXE Challenge for EXE Challenge. I've got a bigger video planned regarding for people who actually wanted to spend their own penny. I actually have a bigger video planned regarding Luigi Kid 4 EXE Challenge. A bigger video. A very explanatory video. So I suggest you guys do not submit your projects until the video is released. That's all what I got. Because this video will go throughout a lot of explanation. If you wish have a Click the Beginner tip, sure, watch Sub Studio's tutorial. Hey Tabo, have you read the Hero's Dark Historia? If so, what do you expect in a game? I don't pay attention reading your own story. I don't pay attention because of work. As like I said, I started work from 7 a.m. and I finished the work till 3 p.m. That's what I got. And now, when I get the overhaul in a job, then I won't work 8 hours. Then I will work 10 hours. I'm also planning on making Genesis style remake of Sonic the Adventure 2 in summer. Yeah, you guys can plan everything. Plan out. Try not to rush your project. And that's a common mistake I criticized for the following projects. The Mega CD, the Sega CD, the Creepy Files, the old version of Creepy Files, the Creepy Files, but the older version of Creepy Files. I'm really looking forward to the reboot version. The so frustrating claim of 2025 .exe retake, which is just faker game. I despise it a lot because of being overhauled. And the third main headliner of Rust project. If you have seen my EX reviews, you would have known. Just to let you know that this bigger video, what I got planned, won't be a part of EX reviews. So there, I have to end the conversation. I'm cutting all the conversation I had from the live stream. I apologize for further inconvenience. I just want to continue whatever I got. You can join my Discord server that is linked on the community post. That's all what I got. So before we end this video, oh my god, how many times do I forget saying this is a live stream? Anyway, wait for a bigger video I got planned. If you have any related questions, feel free to ask, and I'll be waiting. So now, wait for the bigger video I wanted to share, wanted to discuss. I'm sorry if I had to waste your guys' time. TurboTH out.